Breaking news that could mean thousands of dollars in your pocket starting next month, as the Senate has just approved a groundbreaking financial relief package that includes not one, not two, but three direct payments for Social Security and SSDI recipients across the country. Have you been struggling with rising costs while waiting for meaningful financial support? This new series of payments could be the answer many have been hoping for, as inflation continues to squeeze household budgets and many beneficiaries fall behind on essential expenses, making these direct payments represent the most significant financial assistance program for benefit recipients in years. Will you qualify automatically, or are there steps you need to take to secure your payments? The Senate approval came late yesterday evening after weeks of intense negotiations, passing with bipartisan support in a rare moment of political unity. The legislation, officially titled the American Economic Security Enhancement Act, addresses the ongoing financial challenges facing the nearly 70 million Americans who rely on Social Security retirement, survivors, disability insurance, and supplemental security income benefits. This long-awaited relief package acknowledges the unique financial pressures facing these vulnerable populations who have been disproportionately affected by economic uncertainty and rising costs in essential categories like housing, healthcare, and food. Have you noticed how your benefits simply haven't kept pace with your actual living expenses? This package aims to directly address the growing gap between fixed incomes and variable costs, ensuring that recipients get timely assistance to bridge the shortfalls that many have been experiencing month after month. At the heart of this legislation are three direct payments scheduled for distribution over the coming months, with each payment calculated based on the recipient's current benefit amount. The first payment will provide 25% of monthly benefits, the second payment will increase to 30%, and the third will culminate in a substantial 40% supplement for the average Social Security retirement recipient currently receiving $1,900 monthly. This would translate to payments of approximately $475, $570, and $760 respectively, totaling over $1,800 in additional support. SSDI recipients who receive an average of $1,400 monthly could expect supplemental payments of approximately $350, $420, and $560. Have you been trying to calculate what this might mean for your specific situation? The percentage-based approach ensures that the relief is proportional to current benefit levels rather than a one-size-fits-all solution, ensuring fairness across different income levels. The first payment is scheduled to begin processing on May 18th for SSDI recipients and May 25th for Social Security retirement beneficiaries. Treasury officials have confirmed that these payments will follow the same distribution methods used for regular monthly benefits, meaning direct deposits will arrive 2 to 3 business days after processing begins, while those receiving paper checks should expect their payments within 7 to 10 business days of the processing date. For recipients who use Direct Express cards, the funds will be loaded onto their card simultaneously with direct deposit distributions. Are you wondering why SSDI recipients will receive their payments first? Officials explain that this staggered approach helps prevent system overloads that caused delays during previous large-scale payment distributions, a lesson learned from past economic relief rollouts. The second payment will follow approximately 4 weeks later, with processing beginning on June 15th for SSDI recipients and June 22nd for Social Security retirement beneficiaries. This middle payment, at 30% of monthly benefits, is specifically designed to help recipients manage summer utility costs, which typically rise during this period. Have you noticed your electricity bills climbing as temperatures rise? This strategically timed payment aims to prevent beneficiaries from having to choose between cooling their homes and other necessities during the hottest months of the year, offering vital support precisely when expenses spike. The third and largest payment, representing 40% of monthly benefits, will begin processing on July 20th for SSDI recipients and July 27th for Social Security retirement beneficiaries. This final payment in the series coincides with the typical timing of back-to-school expenses and early fall preparation costs. While many benefit recipients aren't directly responsible for school expenses, The economic data shows that many grandparents and older relatives contribute significantly to these costs for family members. Are you among the many Social Security recipients who help support younger generations in your family? This larger final payment acknowledges the broader financial responsibilities many beneficiaries shoulder beyond their own immediate needs, recognizing the important role seniors play in supporting multi-generational households. A key feature of this legislation is the tax treatment of these supplemental payments. Unlike some previous economic relief measures, these payments will not be considered taxable income at the federal level, maximizing the impact for recipients and ensuring they receive the full benefit without having to set aside a portion for tax obligations. Additionally, the legislation includes provisions that prevent these payments from being counted as income when determining eligibility for other federal benefit programs like SNAP, Medicaid, or housing assistance. Have you experienced the frustration of receiving additional money only to lose other essential benefits? This protection ensures that recipients won't face unintended consequences from accepting these supplemental payments. For dual-eligible beneficiaries who receive both Social Security retirement and SSDI benefits, the Treasury Department has clarified that they will receive payments based on their combined benefit amount. Similarly, those who receive both Social Security and SSI will see payments calculated on their total benefit package, ensuring a comprehensive approach so that the most vulnerable beneficiaries with complex situations don't fall through administrative cracks. Are you someone with multiple benefit sources who has found previous relief programs confusing? The integrated payment calculation method addresses the complexity of real-world benefit situations rather than treating each program in isolation, offering a clearer and more inclusive path for beneficiaries. The legislation includes specific provisions for beneficiaries who have representative payees managing their benefits. These third-party representatives, who help beneficiaries unable to manage their own finances, will receive the supplemental payments just as they receive regular monthly benefits, with the same obligations to use the funds in the beneficiary's best interest. The Social Security Administration has announced enhanced monitoring during the distribution period to ensure these funds are appropriately managed and reach their intended recipients. Do you serve as a representative payee or have one managing your benefits? The same rules and responsibilities that apply to regular benefits will extend to these supplemental payments to safeguard recipients. Notably, the legislation contains provisions for beneficiaries who began receiving benefits after January 2025 but before the payment processing dates. These newer beneficiaries will receive prorated amounts based on when they entered the system. For example, someone who began receiving Social Security retirement benefits in March 2025 would receive the full supplement amounts, while someone who became eligible in April would receive payments adjusted to reflect their shorter time in the system. Are you a recent beneficiary wondering if you'll be included? As long as you're receiving benefits before the processing date for each payment, you'll receive at least a portion of the supplements. For those concerned about the impact on the Social Security Trust Fund, legislators have emphasized that these supplemental payments are funded through general revenue rather than drawing from existing Social Security reserves. This funding structure ensures that the core retirement and disability programs remain financially sound while providing the additional support that beneficiaries urgently need. The legislation includes specific language prohibiting any accounting mechanisms that would negatively impact the long-term stability of Social Security trust funds. Have you worried about how relief measures might affect the future of these essential programs? This careful financial structure aims to provide immediate relief without compromising program viability, striking a balance between short-term support and long-term sustainability. Community advocates for seniors and people with disabilities have generally responded positively to the announced payment schedule, though some have expressed concern about whether 3 payments, even substantial ones, will be sufficient to address ongoing financial challenges. Several national organizations representing beneficiaries have already begun calling for discussions about potential extensions or additional support measures if economic conditions don't improve significantly by late summer. Do you think these payments will substantially improve your financial situation, or will more support be needed? The debate about long-term solutions continues even as these immediate payments are being processed. with policymakers already weighing future options. Financial advisors are offering guidance on how recipients might best utilize these supplemental funds, with many suggesting prioritizing overdue bills and essential expenses first, followed by replenishing emergency savings that may have been depleted during recent economic challenges. For those without pressing immediate needs, some advisors recommend setting aside a portion for anticipated healthcare expenses not covered by Medicare or insurance. As medical costs remain one of the most significant financial burdens for many older Americans and people with disabilities, have you thought about how you'll allocate these payments among your various needs? Creating a plan now could help maximize the impact of these funds when they arrive, allowing you to tackle urgent issues while safeguarding resources for future challenges. The Social Security Administration is rapidly expanding its customer service capacity in anticipation of high call volumes and online traffic as these payments roll out, training additional temporary staff to handle inquiries and enhancing the online portal to provide real-time payment tracking similar to tools used during previous stimulus distributions. Officials strongly recommend that beneficiaries create online accounts if they haven't already done so, as this will be the fastest way to check payment status and verify information. Are you comfortable using the online system, or will you need assistance navigating these digital tools? Community organizations across the country are preparing to offer support for those who need help accessing online resources. As we approach the first distribution date in mid-May, many recipients are already planning how these supplemental funds will help address financial challenges that have been building for months. From catching up on utility bills to repairing long-postponed home maintenance issues, replacing worn-out essential items, or simply rebuilding depleted savings, these payments represent a meaningful opportunity to improve financial stability during uncertain economic times. The percentage-based structure ensures that those with the smallest benefit amounts, often the most financially vulnerable, will receive proportionally the same level of support as those with larger benefit amounts. It's important to remember that this information reflects the legislation currently approved by the Senate, but implementation details may continue to evolve as the program moves toward actual distribution. The key dates to remember are May 18th and 25th for the first payment, June 15th and 22nd for the second payment, and July 20th and 27th for the final payment, with SSDI processing preceding Social Security retirement processing in each case. Staying informed will be crucial to ensuring you receive your payments without delay and can plan effectively for how to use these supplemental funds.